Starting off right now, looks like we have on the board, we have left tackle Will Campbell, running back Ashton Genty, quarterback Shadur Sanders, cornerback Will Johnson, wide receiver Tetairoa McMillan, tight end Tyler Warren, Jalen Walker, linebacker Shamar Stewart, and Kevin Banks, Matthew Golden, Mike Green. Okay, so that's who's available. So now we have to look at again. So we're not doing trades, okay? So now we got to really evaluate what do we have, what do we have available. If we get A player over B player, what is the positional rankings? Like so, say for instance, if we get Will Campbell, which I have 15th on the big board, I have a 90 grade on him. Okay. If I pass up on Will Campbell and take Ashton Genty, what is the fall off between Will Campbell and the next tackles in the second round? Again, because we don't have any first round picks. So if I'm looking at the second round, I'm looking at Josh Connerly. He's rated 88, 32 on the big board. I have Josh Simmons, 35th on the big board, rated 87. So there's two tackles there that I have almost a similar grade, which is basically 2 to 3 points or 2 or 3 grades off of Will Campbell. Okay. Will Johnson, cornerback. I have a 91 grade. Second round cornerbacks, Javon Revel Jr. I have an 88 grade. Maxwell Harrison. I have an 88 grade. Benjamin Morrison. I have an 87 grade. Trey Amos. I have an 86 grade. So not too much. I just stopped at Morrison, so 87. So that's not too much of a drop off there in the second round. Okay, Jalen Walker. He's the second edge player behind Abdul Carter. So in the second round, there could be some players in the second round. Let's see, JT Tamalua, Donovan Ezeruke, James Pierce, and Michael Williams. So JT, I have 87. Donovan, I have 88. James Pierce, I have 89. And Michael Williams, I have 89. And I have a 92 grade on Walker. So it's not that much of a drop off. Whereas if I look at Ashton Genty, I have a 93 grade, which is the highest grade out of the ones that's available. And then Marion Hampton, which he's going to be gone in the first round. And then I have Caleb Johnson, which is 88. And then the drop off is Dylan Sampson at 85, Cam Scatterboo at 83, Trayvon Henderson at 83, and Quinshawn Jenkins at 81. So that's a tremendous drop off. So in this scenario, again, I know I need a left tackle or tackle. I'm crossing fingers that I can get either Josh Simmons or a Josh Connerly in the second round if I take Ashton Genty. So, all right, Nation, let's cross our fingers. I went ahead and went with Ashton Genty. Swing for the fence, and let's see what transpires. Okay, so on the clock on the board is All right, so wide receivers, again, looking at positions that that is a kind of a high need. Wide receivers, we have Emeka Egbuka, Ohio State, familiarity with Chip Kelly, Trey Harris, Jaden Rolls, Jaden Higgins, Kyle Williams, Jack Beck. Okay, what do we have at tackle? So what do I have? A bouquet. So I have a bouquet, 34th on the big board, rated 87. Then I have Josh Connerly, 32, rated 88. He's still on the board. Okay, so Josh Simmons, see the last scenario when we did with trades, Josh Simmons and Josh Connerly was on the board when I picked at 37. This time Josh is off the board, Simmons, yeah, Josh Simmons is off the board. So, all right, so let's not overthink it. That's what we were planning on doing when we took Ashton Genty. We were saying, okay, there was tackles that could be available to us, that should still be available to us in the second round. And just looking at the picks, Josh Simmons just went a pick before ours at 36. We picked 37, so he just got picked. Even though wide receiver is a need, and there is a player that Chip Kelly is familiar with, in Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State. I think Josh Connerly is the play here, but let me look at defense real quick. Let me look at the edge and defensive tackle position. Let's see. Talik Williams. Where do I have you ranked? 37th on the big board, 87 ranked. Okay. Kenneth Grant. TJ Sanders, Darius Alexander, Alfred Collins, Omar Norman Lotz. Okay, so defensive tackle still heavy. JT Tumaloa, 44th, the 87 grade. Okay, all right. So Josh Connerly is the pick here. So we've got running back and left tackle. Okay, so another heavy needs wide receiver. We got Jaden Higgins from Ohio State on the board. The available wide receivers left is TJ Sanders, Higgins, Braden Swinson. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not wide receivers. So Jaden Higgins, Kyle Williams, Jack Beck, Alec Remainer, Tez Johnson. Yeah, there's a huge drop off when it comes to the wide receiver position. Even though there's a lot of defensive players, TJ Sanders, D tackle, edge, D tackle. D tackle. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get, because it's a big drop off from Jaden Higgins to the other wide receivers. Because my next wide receiver rated is, Jaden Higgins is rated 86, And then the next one that's going to be available is rated 82. So taking Jayden Higgins. So we got running back, tackle, and wide receiver. All right, so let's see who is available. So we got on their board, they got Omar Nomerlot, defensive tackle, Deion Walker from Kentucky, Joshua Farmer from Florida State. So we got the top 3 tackles, defensive tackles. Who we have at edge. Okay, so we got a linebacker. So when I pick again, so I can pick at 108, then I'm pick again to 143. All right, so I may go cornerback. Not sure. All right, bear with me, Raider Nation. Again, like I said, when you don't have that many, picks as we did, a while ago, I mean, you just really have to be precise on, need versus, value and how do you can, strategize on, if you pick a player here, pass up a need, will you be able to get that need later on? So let me look at linebackers once again. Okay, I'm going to go. All right, so here's the bio of one of the cornerbacks, Quincy Riley. He's 5'10", 194 pounds. He is a fluid and instinctive cornerback with strong ball skills and ability to create turnovers. He plays with excellent anticipation, allowing him to jump routes and disrupt passing lanes. Riley's quick footwork and smooth hips help him stay in phase with receivers, while his closing speed enables him to break on the ball effectively. He has a versatility to play in both man and zone coverage, showing good awareness and reading the quarterback's eyes, however, adding strength to better handle physical receivers and improving consistently in tackling will elevate his overall game. his playmaking ability nevertheless stands out, and he can play at a high end depth right away with starting upside. He is 10th on my rankings as far as cornerbacks. He is number 10. And there's another one that I was looking at, Jacob Parrish. He was right outside the top 10 for me. He's 5'9", 191. He has slightly below average size and length. He is a 3-year starter and who saw playing time early as a true freshman. He is a good tackler who takes good angles to the ball and has good tackling technique. Parrish has above average ball production with 13 career pass breakups and 5 interceptions. He is an effective blitzer who can put pressure on a quarterback, a willing run defender who makes plays around the line of scrimmage, but can sometimes get outmatched. Parrish is a good man corner who has clean footwork and nice back pedal. He does a nice job at reading routes, combination, and reacting to what's in front of him in the zone. Parrish has an elite top end speed and explosiveness. So let's look at their 40 times real quick. So Jacob Parrish ran a 4.35 at the combine, and what did Riley run? And Quincy Riley ran a 4.48. Okay, so what I liked about Quincy, like I said, I'm debating on the two. Like I said, I'm gonna pick a cornerback, but I'm just kind of because he can play. Quincy Riley, he has the size to play inside and out, whereas I think Parrish is more of an inside. Riley, again, he plays a man-to-man and zone very well. He is the only player in his draft class with at least 15 career interceptions. We did lose. Let's see. We did lose Nate Hobbs as our corner. As our nickel. He can slide probably right in as a nickel and then work himself on the outside. I think I'm gonna go. Like I said, I do have him ranked 10th. Like I said, Jacob Parrish was just right on the outside of the top 10 for me. But I think, like I said, Quincy Riley can probably step in right now as we speak and play that starter role. Like I said, as a nickel and then work himself outside. He can play both outside in man and zone coverage. So Quincy Riley is going there for me. So I went ahead and got Quincy Riley. Okay, so we need to take a swing at linebacker. Let's see, what do we have available? And let's see what we have available at the quarterback position real quick. Okay, so the only one that we have available now is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, my 7th ranked quarterback, and Cal McCord from Syracuse is the highest ranked quarterback left or I mean, it's the highest ranked. I mean, there's still a couple, and Quinn Ewers and Dylan Gabriel. I think we need to go linebacker. We do need to fill that need. Who did I have rated higher? All right, so I got a couple here. Kind of read the bios, see what you guys think. Cody Simon, he's 6'1", 229 from Ohio State. Had a productive final season, 112 tackles, 7 sacks. He's a player who can read and react quickly to plays around the line of scrimmage, as well as showing his ability to get downhill and get stops in the run game. Simon is not a violent downhill defender, but is savvy and can maneuver his way through through traffic to make plays while being a consistent tackler who plays under control and finishes opportunities. He is also an elite blitzer who has shown the ability to impact the pocket consistently. Simon also changes direction well in space and has above average straight line speed. He can affect games when dropping back into coverage, but could be better in the man-to-man in his man-to-man coverage. So Cody Simon is 9th on my big board. Jack Kaiser is 6'1", 231. He is an outstanding coverage linebacker with rare instincts when dropping into coverage. Consistently shows the ability to take away open angles. Zone drops are elite, has a strong feel for spacing and route development, while in zone has the ability to cover running backs in a high level and at the high level in one-on-one situation. Possesses excellent closing speed and great on the ball skills to prevent passes from being completed. A savvy downhill linebacker who doesn't get downhill with much force, but is still able to shed blocks and make plays. And a good on-field athlete, but hasn't shown ability to cover sideline to sideline. Effective blitzer who finds creative ways to get pressure on the quarterback. Elite open field tackler who takes great angles to the ball and knows how to finish plays. Kaiser has an outstanding 4.6 career missed tackle rate. He is 8th on my board. Now, Teddy Buchanan is someone that the Raiders have met with at the combine. Also has brought him in as a 30 visit. He's 6'2", 233. Let's see. He's 6'2", 233. Teddy Buchanan is one of the most compelling developmental linebackers in the day 3 range. There's already a lot that he does well. At 6'2", 233 with the 4.6 speed and a 40-inch vertical, he's one of the most explosive twitched up athletes in his class. His athletic tools allowed him to transfer from UC Davis to California without missing a beat. And in 2024, he amassed 114 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, 4 pass breakups, and 2 forced fumbles. The highs are high for Buchanan in the run defense. He can rocket through gaps and close ground in pursuit. His diagnosed and gap ID can run very hot and cold, contributing to early down volatility. He has a smooth coverage player and with the athletic upside and motor to mold. There's starter potential down the road. Again, this is someone, he was on the outside of my top 10. But like I said, again, I know the Raiders have brought him in. They have a 30 visit. They also met with him at the combine, as well as Jeffrey Bassa from Oregon. So again, I have Jack Kaiser at 8, Cody Simon at 9. I really do like those two guys. I'm gonna go with Teddy Buchanan again, since they have met with him on numerous occasions. There's something to like about them that I think they like about him. So I'm gonna go here with Teddy Buchanan in this row here. So Teddy Buchanan is now part of the silver and black. All right. So where are we at on quarterback? Let's see if all right, so Cal McCord is gone. So we will not be getting a quarterback in this draft here. We'll be looking down the road for a quarterback. So let's look at our picks real quick. So we got running back Ashton Genty, left tackle Josh Carnley, wide receiver Jaden Higgins, cornerback Quincy Riley, linebacker Teddy Buchanan. So I'll pick again at 213. Okay, so here's another linebacker that I had right on the outside. I think I had 12 or 13. Jay Higgins from Iowa. He's 6 foot 224. Highly instinctive linebacker with a nose for the ball. Strong leadership qualities on the field. He diagnoses plays quickly and takes effective angles, allowing him to be consistently around the ball. Higgins is a sure tackler who wraps up well and brings the physicality presence to his game. He excels in shedding blocks and staying disciplined in his run fits, often making stops near the line of scrimmage while he brings effort into coverage. He lacks ideal speed and fluidity when matched against quicker backs and tight ends in space. Improving his range will be key. Jeffrey Bassa. Again, this is someone that the Raiders have brought in. 30 visit and also met at the combine. He is from Oregon, 6'1", 232. Jeffrey Bassa is an athletic, versatile linebacker with a safety background, giving him fluidity and range in coverage. He moves well in space, showing ability to carry tight ends and running backs downfield, while also reacting quickly to plays in front that are in front of him. Bassa is a solid open field tackler and brings energy and sideline to sideline pursuit. His instincts are improving and flashes potential as a blitzer and good closing speed. However, he can struggle when taking on blocks in the box, sometimes getting washed out against more physical linemen. Adding strength and refining his blocking shed techniques will be key. So what was I looking at? One, 201, and okay. So I'm gonna double up and go back to back linebackers. I'm gonna go ahead and get Jeffrey Bassa. Again, that's someone that I guess Raiders is doing a lot of homework on. Again, you can't read into a lot of the 30 visits. So sometimes it's smoke screens. But you also look at it as they're spending this much time on them. It is a area of a need. They're doing their due diligence and doing a lot of homework on him because they've seen something in this player. For you to meet with him at the combine and also bring him in as a 30 visit, spending this much time, there's something there. So the two linebackers that they've done a lot of work on. I'm going back-to-back picks, Teddy Buchanan and then now Jeffrey Bassa. Now, again, as we did in the scenario with trades, I'm keeping my eye on Caleb Rogers. Again, that versatile lineman from Texas Tech. Again, he can play all four positions across the line: left tackle, left guard, right guard, and right tackle. Hopefully, he stays available for me to get with the 213th pick. Again, that's that flexibility. I mean, because you drafting, two players in one, so to speak. I mean, you can get him. You can play him at guard. You can play him at tackle. So. All right, nice. Okay, so he's still available. So I've already read his bio, so I don't need to read it again. We know what type of player Caleb Rogers is. So Caleb Rogers is the pick at 213. And all right, so I am going to round out the draft and pick a guy that I probably could get in the UDFA, but I don't want to basically have to fight other teams to, talk them into, coming into, play for the Raiders or whatever. I'm just go ahead and draft them now. And it feels again brings another player inside the room at the running back position. Like I said, we have two now. We have Ashton Jeanty and we have Dylan Lobby as the only two running backs after this year. Trevor Etienne from Georgia, 5'8", 198. He's a dynamic and explosive running back with a strong combination of vision and burst. He runs excellent balance and low pad level. He is undersized, means he sometimes struggles to break tackles at the fight through and fights through contact. Etienne's acceleration and agility make him dangerous in space. With his sharp cutting ability, helps him evade defenders and with ease. Possesses good hands and receiving threat out of the backfield, adding versatility in his game. In order to elevate his impact in the NFL level, he will need to add more bulk and work on his technique and pass protection. So again, it's somebody in the 7th round that you can just basically, hope he's a gem, feel depth, and see what you can turn into with the 7th pick. It's not too much. I'm sorry, with the 6th pick. So it's not too much you can really you really hope for, when you get this later in the round. So Trevor Etienne is now going to be part of Raider Nation. All right, so we got one more pick left in this draft with no trades. Again, just trying to fill some depth pieces. Trying to figure out what is the best person to bring in. All right, so I'm gonna go with this. Just kind of looking at the safeties. Safety from Pitt, 6'1", 203, Donovan McMillan. McMillan transferred to Pitt after 2 seasons at Florida. At Pitt, he was a key player, starting 20 games over 2 seasons, while earning such honors as honorable mention at all ACC and second team All ACC. McMillan recorded 105 tackles in 23, 115 tackles in 24, along with 7 pass breakups and forced fumbles. Known for his hard-hitting style and strong hands, he excels in run support and coverage, but may need to add weight to improve his footwork and coverage. You need to get him in the 7th round and see what you can mold. That's all you can ask for. All right, so comparing the two, see what you guys think. So with the first mock with trades, we ended up with Ashton Jeanty, Siobhan Revel Jr., cornerback from East Carolina, Josh Connerly Jr., tackle from Oregon, Jaden Higgins, wide receiver from Iowa State. Again, this is or in the second round, we got Siobhan Revel and Josh Connerly. In the third round, we got Jaden Higgins and quarterback Tyler Shuck from Louisville. Fourth round, we got Danny Strutzman, linebacker from Oklahoma. Fifth round, we got running back Dylan Sampson from Tennessee. Sixth round, we got tackle Caleb Rogers from Texas Tech. The other 6th round pick, we got Jackson Woodard, linebacker from UNLV. And with the last pick, the 7th pick, we got Kobe King, linebacker, Penn State. No trades. We got first round, Ashton Jeanty. Second round, Josh Connerly Jr. from Oregon. Third round, we got Jaden Higgins from Iowa State. Fourth round, we got cornerback Quincy Riley. Fourth round, we got Teddy Buchanan, linebacker from California. And fifth round, we got linebacker Jeffrey Bassa from Oregon. Sixth round, we got Caleb Rogers from Texas Tech. Sixth round, we got Trevor Etienne from Georgia, running back. And last pick in the 7th round, we got safety Donovan McMillan. So looking at that, which one was the better which one was the better mock? If it fell out that way, if we were able to get those players, which some of the players we got, Josh Connerly, Ashton Jeanty, Jaden Higgins, we got in the trade mock and no trade mock, but we wasn't able to get a quarterback. We wasn't able to get explosive, like cornerback and Siobhan Revel that just fits perfect in a Pete Carroll scheme. We did get a cornerback in Quincy Riley, but Siobhan Revel was the third rated, or I'm sorry, let's see. Yeah, he was the 3rd rated cornerback, and Quincy Riley was the 10th. So we got better value there. So even though we got the same picks in Ashton Jeanty, Connerly, and Higgins in the no trade, we didn't get Siobhan Revel, and we didn't get Tyler Shuck. We didn't even get a quarterback in the no trade. We did end up with, to me, a better running back in Dylan Sampson compared to Trevor Etienne. We also did get Caleb Rogers in both, which I think he's going to be a late, he'll be available around in that area. So I think that, picking him again, being with his versatility to play all positions on the line other than center, is a very, very valuable piece. I think our linebacker position with Stutzman and Woodard is a little bit better than a Teddy Buchanan and Jeffrey Bassa. And then we got, safety and Donovan McMillan. And then we got Kobe King. So I don't know. I think the one with the trades is the better draft, which we didn't do bad in the one with the no trades. But I think with so many holes that we have, and looking into beyond this year, we need a lot. We need to start, basically compiling bodies and talent to this team, so that way, we don't have this issue with everybody being on a 1-year contract and only, I look at it and I think out of all the players that we have right now, I think we have 70 players on the roster, because it's a 90-man roster, or we have, up to 90, but we have about 70. 24 of those players right now are on a 2-year contract or more. 24. So we need a lot. So our best scenario, Raider Nation, is hopefully we get a call for a trade to move out of that 6th pick. I don't want to move back too far. My range would be no further than 12. I really don't want to get out of the top 10, but if I had to, if the haul was great enough, I'll move to 12 with the Cowboys. That's the farthest I would go. If we can't get the right compensation or whatever, I'm not moving. I'll just stay where I'm at and pick the best player available that they think. So hopefully you like this video. Like I said, this to me is going to be the most accurate Raiders 7-round mock draft that you'll find out there. Hit like and subscribe to the page. I really appreciate it. Help your boy out so that way I can continue to put out videos like this for you guys. Like I said, I love doing this. I love doing this for you guys. I love trying to break down a lot of stuff, do the work for you. So let me do the work. Let me give it to you guys. That way you'll have it available, and you have some players that you might not have even heard of, or you might not have thought about. You didn't know their bios. You didn't know what player we were getting. So that way we do select those guys. You say, hey, my boy Raider Glenn Diesel already, peep game to me on this. So, all right, Raider Nation, you guys stay up, and I'll be back with another podcast. And quick in a hurry. All right, you guys have a good one, man.